for something to happen in the midst of an event where Filipinos are trying to really share their culture, their life experiences, and who they are with the rest of the world, I think it's just sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's unfortunate. They don't deserve it. But they'll get through it. Filipinos are strong. They're very strong people. They're a very tight-knit community. One of the other sad things about this whole situation is, from what I understand, the young, well, I don't want to say young, it was, I believe, a 30-year-old suspect who apparently drove the vehicle down the road. They said that he was a young Asian gentleman, and the only thing I could think of was, my goodness, please don't let it be a young Filipino guy, because, oh my goodness, it would just rip the hearts out of his parents. It would rip the hearts out of the Filipino people, because that's not something they do to their own. The impact is just so profound. It's just unspeakable. It's unspeakable. They said the gentleman had mental health issues. Law enforcement was very familiar with him. And it begs the question, did he get the adequate resources needed to deal with whatever he was dealing with? You know, but at the end of the day, there are some families today without their loved ones. There are families today with loved ones in the hospital. There are people who are traumatized by what they saw, to include the law enforcement folks and the first responders. You don't expect something like that at an event where you're promoting happiness and good and togetherness and love. It's just not something that you expect to happen. But this is the world we live in today. This is the world we live in today. A lot of questions will be brought up about the road that the gentleman drove down, why they didn't have barriers up. There will be questions about the gentleman's mental health status, why he was allowed to roam free, around society with these type of issues. But I can tell you this, as someone with a mental health background, it's not as easy as 1 + 1 is 1 and 2 + 2 is 4. With mental health, man, it's really hard oftentimes to figure out whether a person is capable of doing something horrific like this. So, you just have to treat it the best you can. And oftentimes it's based on what the individual is telling you. If this individual is not really presenting to you as someone who's evil and, dastardly, or whatever you want to call it, then it's going to be hard to pick it up. Any mental health professional, it's going to be hard to pick up. Oftentimes, mental health community gets slammed when there is a situation or a tragic event involving someone with mental health issues. But you can't just blame the mental health community. You've got to look at society as a whole. You got to look at society as a whole. I don't know what drove this man to do what he did, but you can't just say it was mental health, because something triggered the mental health.